Okay, I think Tim Tebow's getting way too much credit for the Broncos. What 6 game winning streak, and 7-1 since he took over. Yes, he's part of it, but he doesn't deserve all the credit. Because really, why is everyone giving him so much credit? He went 3 for 16 in the first 3 quarters last week for 45 yards. Yes, he made some good throws, like in the fourth quarter in overtime against the Bears. He's done that. He's made good throws in the fourth quarter of pretty much every game, but other than that, he's been horrible throwing. The reason the Broncos are winning is not Tebow. He's part of it, but the main reason is their defense. Looking at the Broncos defense, they started 1-4, wasn't very good. But since Tebow took over, they've been one of the best. They're averaging, I believe, just giving up about 17 points a game, about like top 10 in that time period. So, because if the Broncos defense played the way it did in the first 5 games with Tebow at the quarterback, they would not win very many games. Because their defense has done a great job keeping them in the game, allowing him to struggle his way through the first 3 quarters, and then in the fourth make some good throws. And also Willis McGahee is a big reason the Broncos have won 7 of their last 8 and 6 in a row. I think he's ran for 100 yards in at least like 4 or 5, if not all of those. So, and I've always liked Tebow, but now it's kind of getting to the point where it's just annoying. So, watching Sunday NFL Countdown, I said they should rename it to Sunday Tebow Countdown because 3 hours is about 2.5 hours of Tebow, 30 minutes of every other game. Any other quarterback that goes 3 for 16 and for 45 yards in the first 3 quarters and then comes plays good in the fourth quarter like Tebow does, no one will be talking this much about him. Look at Eli Manning. Eli Manning's led his team behind like just almost as much as Tebow has this year. Does anyone give him any credit? Manning's throwing, Eli's throwing for 4,000 yards. Anyone mentioned him? No. All this media publicity is kind of making me start to hate Tebow. Packers are undefeated, yet any media site, any pregame show, ESPN, NFL.com, all they want to talk about is Tebow. I don't think they're gonna make it out of the first round if they do make the playoffs. They have to play a team like Cincinnati or Jets or even the Ravens or Steelers. They can't beat them. Because especially the Ravens and Steelers. Because those two defenses could stop Tebow and stop their running game, make Tebow throw, which he can't do very well. He's getting better, I'll give him that. But he's still not very accurate. He's still not very good, except in the fourth quarter, which someone should just tell him it's the fourth quarter the whole game and let him throw like that. But he can't get by. He can't beat the Pittsburgh or Ravens defense. Plus, both of them have have pretty good offenses that can score. And I don't even think they're going to beat the. They can't even. I don't even think they can beat the Patriots if they meet them in the playoffs. Because I think Brady would just, especially the way Tebow struggles in the first three quarters, it's not going to be very close. He's not really going to have a chance to come back. He deserves some credit, but everyone wants to give him all this credit. Like the game against the Raiders, where they count as a fourth quarter comeback. He really had nothing to do with it. It's a punt return by Eddie Royal, and then a couple Willis McGahee runs. And that's how the Broncos won. He deserves some credit, but not all of it. In the fourth quarter, yeah, he's been one of the better quarterbacks in the league. I'll give him that, but the first three is the worst. So that's my thoughts on Tebow. I don't know why everyone's saying like I said, he deserves some credit, but he doesn't deserve all of it. Like, look at the Bears game last Sunday. He gets the credit for the fourth quarter comeback. But in reality, it wasn't him. In reality, it was Marion Barber. Because Barber ran out of bounds, which was stupid. And then Barber fumbled, which, if you don't want to say Barber fumbled, say he was stripped, which was the defense that stripped it. And then Matt Prater's 59-yard field goal and a 51-yard field goal. It wasn't Tebow. He gets too much credit, in my opinion. He deserves credit. He's done a good job. But he should not be getting all this credit. Well, let me know what you think about Tebow and if you agree or disagree with me.